Filipino boy and his dog shock judges with guitar act golden buzzer moment on AGT. The theater lights dimmed, and the crowd hushed as a small figure stepped onto the stage, holding a guitar nearly as tall as he was. At his side trotted a scrappy brown dog with soulful eyes and a wagging tail. The boy's voice cracked as he greeted the judges. "My name is Mateo, I'm 12 years old, and this is my best friend, Paco." His accent was soft, his nerves unmistakable. From the very first moment, the audience could feel something special was about to happen. Mateo's life had never been easy. Growing up in a small fishing village in the Philippines, his father had died when he was only 7, leaving his mother to raise him and his younger sister. Their home was little more than a shack by the shore, and most nights, dinner meant sharing a single bowl of rice. The guitar he carried was not new. It was old, cracked along the edges, a gift from his father before he passed. Mateo had taught himself to play by watching videos in an internet cafe, paying with the few coins he earned helping fishermen mend their nets. Through it all, Paco, the stray dog who had wandered into his life, stayed loyally by his side. Paco was more than just a pet, he was Mateo's family. The dog slept beside him when storms rattled their tin roof and comforted him when bullies mocked his tattered clothes. When Mateo practiced late at night, strumming under the glow of a single lantern, Paco would tilt his head as if listening with all his heart. The boy often whispered to him, "One day, we'll play for the world. One day, people will know our song." That day had come sooner than anyone could have imagined. A local charity had seen a video of Mateo playing for tourists in the market and raised enough money to send him to Los Angeles to audition for America's Got Talent. For the boy, it felt like stepping into a dream. But now, standing on the grand stage with thousands of eyes on him, Mateo's hands trembled. "Are you ready?" Simon Cowell asked gently. Mateo nodded, glancing down at Paco, who barked once as if to say, "You can do this." Cue the music began softly. Mateo strummed the guitar with surprising skill, his small fingers dancing across the strings. Then, something remarkable happened. Paco howled in perfect pitch, harmonizing with the melody. The audience gasped. Mateo sang, his voice raw but filled with emotion, while Paco sang, alongside him, their duet blending into something pure and unexpected. The song told a story of hope, of never giving up, of friendship stronger than hardship. By the second chorus, people in the crowd were on their feet, clapping to the rhythm, tears streaming down their faces. Halfway through, disaster nearly struck. One of Mateo's strings snapped with a sharp twang. The boy froze, fear flooding his eyes. For a moment, it seemed the dream might shatter. But then, Paco nuzzled his leg, barking softly. Mateo took a shaky breath, shifted the chords, and kept playing. He adapted the melody, and Paco carried the harmony with louder, soulful howls, as if urging his friend forward. The mistake turned into magic. The crowd roared even louder, sensing the courage and heart pouring out of the boy. When the song ended, silence filled the air for a heartbeat. Then the entire theater erupted into applause so thunderous it shook the rafters. Judges wiped their eyes, and one of them whispered, "That was unforgettable." Simon leaned forward, his expression softer than usual. "Mateo," he said, "you just reminded us what this show is about, heart, courage, and the bond between boy and dog. You took something simple and turned it into something extraordinary." He paused, glancing at the other judges before standing. "I think you deserve this." His hand slammed the golden buzzer. Golden confetti rained down from the ceiling as the audience roared. Mateo dropped to his knees, hugging Paco as tears of joy streamed down his face. For the boy who had once played for spare coins on the street, this was more than just a moment on television, it was the start of a new life. Backstage, Mateo's mother wept as she embraced him, whispering, "Your father would be so proud." Strangers lined up to pat Paco, calling him the singing dog. And for the first time in a long while, Mateo allowed himself to believe that the future could be brighter than the past. What made the act unforgettable wasn't just the music, it was the reminder that love and loyalty can carry us through the darkest storms. Mateo and Paco didn't come from wealth or privilege, they came from struggle, from nights when hope seemed too far away. Yet, with courage and the bond they shared, they created something powerful enough to touch millions around the world. Their story wasn't just about chasing a dream. It was about proving that even when life gives you little, if you hold on to love, friendship, and faith, you already have everything you need. And as the confetti sparkled around him, Mateo whispered to Paco, "We did it.